On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got it. 30 base.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble, and as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. But you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke got a man open. It's Sutton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back in. Pilot, 64, read.
They run it with Balaj. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, 40 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Watch time. Shoot.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Switch.
Lock to throw on second down. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Go. Ready.
On first down, Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
50, plant.
From the 25 on second down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Vince Beagle able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Lock now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he is out of bounds here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Parker, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Check that. We have Mike 52 right here. 52. It's a party now. Protein spill.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We got the new draw portion.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 22-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. This is caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Locke. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. 10-2, so. So we got man. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Topper! Check 13. Check 6-6. Pull it high. Deep grip.
Lock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the boot. No. Off.
Now.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
50.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Dolphins 7, Broncos 6.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet, let's get it.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Balaj. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Balaj. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Larry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
They come out here in the eye. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many
and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there, exactly as you described.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Parker unable to get that one.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Locke now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. Nifty footwork at the 45. He'll find Lindsey here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yo, faster. Fire.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Here we go.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Locke going to go on 4th down. And an alley to run. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 25-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
50, 20. 51. I got you. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 40.
Fitzpatrick to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Clock still rolling here. 4th down.
Yeah, they got to remember they cannot spike it. 4th down, as you noted.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Go! 30 base.
Now Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check 55, Mike. Down to lose 1.
Hey!
We got motion. Back up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Snap.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 55.
1 final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, crawl on the wrist,